Hello everyone, I am Vishnu Dwarkaprasad Rathi. Today I am going to present my project. My group members are Deepak Mathi, Ashish Jogad and Dhammapal Suradkar. Our project is based on Python and its name is Face Detection using Python. This project is guided by Professor Pramod Talwesar. So let's move towards the presentation. These are contents of our presentation, namely introduction, literature review, measures for detection of drowsiness, proposed system development, result, conclusion, and references. Introduction. Face recognition presents a challenging problem in the field of image analysis and computer vision, and as such has received a great deal of attraction over the last few years because of its many applications in various domains. Face recognition techniques can be broadly divided into three categories based on the face data acquisition methodology. First is methods that operate on intensity images. Second one is method those that deal with video sequences. And third one is method requires other secondary data. Literature review. Advances in technology had a major impact on tracing, mainly by speeding up the transmission of information to huge numbers of people. According to the International Committee of the Red Cross (ICRC), Central Tracing Agency, the ICRC started tracing in the late 1800s to alert families to the whereabouts and well-being of detained relatives. It currently relays hundreds of thousands of messages linking families back together and providing the peace of mind and closure so often absent in times of crisis. In 2009 alone, more than 253,000 messages were collected and delivered. Tracing assisted the repatriation of Congolese prisoners of war and enabled nearly 200 video calls between detainees and their families in Afghanistan. Within 2 weeks of the earthquake that struck Haiti in January 2010, more than 26,000 missing people were located using the ICRC's Family Links website, where people can search for missing people and submit knowledge on whereabouts of survivors. Since 2009, more than 83,000 names of people wishing to contact relatives or people with clues about missing relatives have been entered into the data system. It enables people to communicate with one another and strives to reunite separated family members to locate missing relatives and to recover and identify human remains. According to ICRC 2009 annual report, the website is currently up and running to find missing people from the tsunami that hit Japan following the March 11 earthquake. A deeply disturbing fact about India's missing children is that while on average around 200 children go missing every day, half of them remain untraceable. The National Crime Record Bureau report, which has cited by Ministry of Home Affairs in the Parliament, dated 3rd of June 2019, as per the data, a total of 290,000 and something people in year 2006 were gone missing. This is proposed method for our project. Face picture is tested by extracting features from the face and fitting it into a template, which then processes for finding a match in the database. A database can be created by adding a face, which is basically a training which also extracts features and build template for Matching purpose. This is conceptual framework. Reporting a missing person into a database and searching for a missing person from the database. System development. Adding face to database, findings from database, testing matching faces from the database, and getting notified. This table shows efficiency of search results. Out of 20 lost cases, if we get clear images, success rate is of 100%. But in the case of blur images, matching goes to 50-50%. And whereas from group images, or you can say crowded images, success rate is 80% and 20% of failure. And overall, it is 77% success rate and 23% failure rate. Here the failure rate are 23%, which is due to blur images. If blur images are neglected, then success rate would be around 90% and above. Let me show you how this program works. Here the option is made for asking us that do we want to add new face or we would like to search for a match from database. If we type yes, then a new face can be added into database. I already had added my face, so I am choosing for no hair. Now as you can see, here my name is showing because this program do have a template of my face features which was earlier created, and if another person comes into this frame, then it will search in the database for that person. Let me show you a photo of another person in this frame. If we want to add new face in the database, then you simply input yes for adding a new face. Now it will ask for which name do you want to add face to database. Here you can see Deepak Mathe is written and entered. Now it will capture about 150 photos continuously to make a template out of it and extract the features of the face. And after capturing those bundle of images and converting to database, it will show face matching with an identity. As here it is showing name which is found by a program for matching it with the live image. Here this program is showing the name of the person because the person's template is saved in the database. And if the person is not found in the database, then the database will show as unknown person. As you can see, here are two images. Here is one image of two persons and it is showing unknown to a person and giving my name to my photo. Conclusion. These findings are consistent with other studies. More missing people have been traced in various countries in the last 3 years by using various technology-based solutions like social media and personal phone location applications. Kenya is slowly adopting this strategy but quite on low key note. These results should be wake up call for us to embrace the readily available technology resources in solving our own problems. And these are some references. Thank you.